very early in the year, and I wasn't ready for it. I went through a lot. That was a bad pregnancy. I was sick all through, in and out of hospital. I was very sick, out of work for a very long time. I went through a lot. And when the baby started to grow, I started to fall in love with the baby, and I was expecting the baby, and I really, really wanted the baby. I did shopping, I did everything. And then, at the 8th month, I stopped feeling the movement of the baby. And then I went to the hospital. I was using a really bad hospital. Even though my instinct told me earlier on that something was wrong, I went to the hospital, I complained, they did a scan and they said everything was fine, I should go home. I went home and I was living with a dead baby. I started having pains after like a week, and then I went back to the hospital. I was thinking that, okay, I was going to the hospital to deliver, and then one of the nurses was trying to, they said they were going to admit me, monitor me, and the nurses was trying to find the heartbeat of the baby, and she was looking for it. Me, I was just relaxed, like, waiting they do this girl, what is she looking for? Like, everything is fine. And she couldn't find the heartbeat. And then the doctor said, you know what, let's just go and do a scan. And then they went to do a scan, and nobody said anything anymore after that time. Nobody was checking for any heartbeats. I had to go through an induction, and then I had to deliver that baby at 9 months. And when I delivered the baby, there was no cry. So I was down, I was broken. I've never felt that kind of pain in my life that I felt then. So, but I decided to move on and try again. And that was when the challenges started. Like, I've never known that, I never knew what people had to go through. I remember in cases where me and my husband were discussing, and say someone lose a child, and I'm like, oh, the person that have another child. I used to think it was just until it happened to me, and I knew that there were some things that you go through, and you will not be okay anymore. I knew that that pain was too much, so I decided to try just to take away the pain, and that was when the challenge started. I got pregnant again in 2021, and then I would go to for scan, and they would say there's no baby, or there's a sac, but they cannot see the baby. I should come back in 2 weeks. I should come back in 2 weeks. Like that. After some time, I would just choose to do evacuation. That was the first one. The second one too. That same year, I had another pregnancy after 2 months, and it was the same story. And then we kept praying. We kept praying, and then last year we came to this church, and the same month we came to this church, I got pregnant. And even though I got pregnant, I was still having that fear that what's happened before, because it happened consecutively twice, so I was having that fear. So, but we met Pastor and he prayed for us. He was like, I remember him stating that the whole idea was to retain the baby. And then the first breakthrough was at 7 weeks when I did the first scan and I saw a heartbeat. And that was the first milestone, and that was when I first knew that this baby is coming. When I did that scan, a week later, I was having spots, and I ran to the hospital because I had that experience before, and I was very scared. I was crying. I remember I came to church again for one of these Tuesday service, and Pastor told me that they attacked me, and then he prayed for me and told me that everything would be fine. His baby's today. I said yes, and everything would be fine, and he prayed for me, and that was it. And since that time till I gave birth, I never went to the hospital for anything. This was the smoothest pregnancy ever that somebody could have. I was just going for parties, going here and there. Like, it was like I was not pregnant. The only thing I could feel was just the weight of the baby. Everything just went smoothly. Like, you know when you pray to God that this is what you want, and God did it. That was how God did it till I gave birth to this baby. Pastor and his wife for their support, and I want to give God all the glory because this one, he did this one.